Hi guys, welcome to another battle report. Today, or this week, we have Dan and Aidan who are going to be joining us for today's game. We're going to be playing the scenario Hold Until Relieved. We have two river crossing points here with this bridge and here with this bridge. And then this sort of Belgian town has an ammo and food dump in it. So that's going to be the objective for the Germans to capture today. We have on the Belgian side, let's go through the Belgian army and the British army first. We have British regulars. We've got a light mortar team. We've got an infantry section of 10 men. Morris CS9 armoured car with boys anti-tank rifle and a Bren gun. And then we get into our Belgians. We have two sections of inexperienced Belgians infantry, an inexperienced T-15 tank, inexperienced machine gun team, inexperienced mortar, medium mortar. We have British Sergeant Major along with a Belgian officer who we're counting as regulars for this. On the German side then, we have our command team. Everything on the German side is regular today. We have one infantry section with LMG, a second infantry section with LMG, and a third infantry section without an LMG. We then have the Panzer II with the light autocannon and MMG. We have the motorcycle and sidecar with machine gun, and then we have a machine gun team and a second machine gun team. So that's the force they'll be attacking. They'll be coming in across this edge here, and they're trying to take this objective here. So we'll join you at the end of turn one and see how far we've got. Okay, we just finished deployment. Aidan has gone ahead and moved his first section of Belgians in, and then he's also put his Belgian mortar in the woods covering the bridge. The Germans have set up all their infantry. We've got a machine gun in the woods, machine gun team kind of looking onto the town. Two infantry sections ready to pounce. Command team hiding in the woods, or sorry, observing from the woods, and another machine gun team looking to sort of provide some crossfire, and another section of Germans who might be sneakily trying to come in through the back door. How rude. Anyway, we'll see you at the end of turn one. Okay, we're back, guys. End of turn one. Let's see where we are. So we've got some advance by German vehicles up the road, over the bridge. The two infantry sections that started just this side of the bridge have now advanced to the other side and are closing in on the target. The command team actually got a little bit of fire from this Belgian section, and who did very well, put a pin on it at some distance, required a 6 and got it. This machine gun team opened up on that Belgian team there, this one just here, but didn't pin it. This unit moved up onto the bridge, put some fire down, put a pin on them, and killed 3 of their guys. The Belgians also moved the tank up into a rather sneaky position, and the reserves will be coming in next of the British and the command team for the Belgians. Everything's on the table for the Germans, so we're going to get on with round 2, and we will catch you at the end of round 2. Okay guys, so end of turn 2. The Germans are advancing. They have taken a few casualties. I think there was 1 dead in this group and a pin marker from the tank that turned and fired. British regulars made it in, and they've set up a position in the forest or the woods opposite the road. The Belgians took some casualties in the town centre, but the officers moved in to give some support. Belgians have taken another casualty. But they've also been giving some fire onto the guys on the bridge, who have not only taken casualties, they've lost their NCO, so they've got a -1 morale, and they got 2 pin markers. The motorcycle was also destroyed after by the Belgian squad in the town centre. So currently, the Belgians have moved up and have, with the help of the British armoured car, have made a defensive line and holding off the guys on the bridge. But the Germans are swelling, ready for an attack on the town centre and hope for the objective. So we'll get back to you at the end of turn 3. Okay, end of turn 3. There's been quite a lot of movement, quite a lot of shooting. Let's start off in the town centre. The tank moved in and put some a pin on the armoured car. Armoured car returned fire, and so did the command team. They put 2 pins together on the tank. The Belgian squad got finished off. We've moved up the machine gun team for the Germans and the command team. This unit moved into the woods, but have been taking heavy fire from the British who have moved in. What else happened? The tank's been firing away at this team, so they were really taking fire, and the mortar, the light mortar from the British, has been firing on this team as well. So lots going on. The team on the bridge has been definitely sacrificial lambs this time. They have taken lots of pins and 8 casualties. The Belgians have reinforced their efforts over here with the machine gun moving up, and the mortar continues to fire on this machine gun team, but luckily has missed so far. So the Germans are getting closer to capturing the objective, but they are taking casualties in the process. So we will join you at the end of turn 4. Okay guys, that's the end of turn 4. There's been some huge developments. The Morris CS9 took out the Panzer II, and I have to say I don't mind that, because that tells me it's not a bad model at all. The machine gun team moved up to support the team in the woods, and these guys went down. The tank's been putting a lot of fire on this unit. So is the mortar, but it's yet to miss. The group on the bridge were taken out. The machine gun team over there in the woods took out the mortar, and this Belgian squad moved up against the wall to cover the ammo dump. So we're going to head into turn 5, and we'll see you shortly. Okay guys, end turn 5. Lots has been happening. We've had some firing over here, although this unit is failing to activate because it's got so many casualties. The British also failed to activate. The Belgian and Belgian and British force lost their commander on their command team, but the infantry sections moved up to kind of fortify the position. This infantry section moved into cover behind here. We lost most of the machine gun team from that machine gun team there. What else has happened? Not a whole lot other than that. It's a slow advance as we go into turn 6, but it's poised for a good finish as we've got the defenders looking comfortable, the attackers looking fairly strong in the town square, but there is some distance to cover and some opposition to face. So we shall do turn 6, and then we'll get back to you. Okay guys, end of turn 6. This was a big turn. Let's start over here. There was some activation. There was an extra pin put on here. The tank went into ambush, and we'll get to that in just a second. The light mortar put some more another hit on this team just here. Sorry about the dodgy camera work. I'll sack him later. Yeah, there was a lot of fire put on to this team, but only 1 pin. Our command team, the German command team, had been waiting in this building for the last dice, and they were the last dice. They ran out into the square, they got to the ammo dump, and were mowed down by the T-15 on ambush. So, the command team is dead. We now have a situation where the Belgians are winning with the British. You do get to roll. So, Aiden's going to roll a d6. On a score of 1, 2 or 3, we end. On a 4, 5 or 6, we have 1 more turn. What's it going to be? 1. It's a 1. Oh. The Belgians and British win, unfortunately, with the Germans sort of lingering on the outskirts of the town. So, thanks very much for joining us for this battle report, and we will see you in another one very soon. Take care. Bye.